We are live.
Okay. And we got one. It's probably me. Well, maybe we should get this started. So I'll go through. I like that. I'm gonna go through the basics, and then we'll get started. How's that sound? So welcome to Find of the Day, the weekly Throwdown edition, spawned from the Audi Club's Find of the Day post series, inspired by a small private Facebook group of friends. We've created a competition between panel comprised car aficionados and myself. I'm George Achorn. Throwdown edition. Spawned from the Audi Club's Find. Yeah, you got to turn that volume.
I did turn it down. Sorry.
This is going to go really smoothly because it's our first episode. So anyway, today's guest, Bill Cho. He's not actually a guest. Bill's my co-host. And he's here most days, and my colleague at Audi Club, Will Barber. Will is former editor of VWvortex, contributor to Fourtitude, and current Audi of America e-commerce guru. That's the official term of the title, I think. He's also the club's liaison, and we didn't just have him on this to prove that we're actually doing something during the pandemic for real. Finally, he's a wagon enthusiast, so that's worth something. Next up is Johnny Acton, another Vortex alum. Johnny's made his mark as a contributing editor over there, and as a business manager at Ducati North America, a little motorcycle company Audi has an interest in. Johnny's interests tend to orbit around two-wheeled contraptions, or as he says, he's a lover of cars with engines in the right end of the chassis. Brand B. And finally, Jamie Orr.
Really anything that isn't brand P.
Jamie Orr, owner and operator of Orchid Euro in Pennsylvania. Jamie may be the best known for importing obscure cars from far-flung markets outside the USA, or maybe for his YouTube and Instagram exploits as car-themed adventure and world traveler. Does that sound accurate, Jamie?
That sounds wonderful. Thank you, George.
In that regard, he's also brand ambassador for Volkswagen GmbH.
I'm not allowed to say that, no.
Oh, okay, then he's not. Forget
no,
I said that.
I would like to be. I am an official partner of Volkswagen America, #sponsored.
There you go.
Yeah, that's my disclosure. But we're not talking Volkswagen. I am here in my Audi world. The last Audi I owned was a hearse. So that's a thing.
So he's got Audi chops too. We'll give him that. We'll get through the rest of this and we can get started. So this again is a throwdown on finds of the day. So each of us has painstakingly searched the internet ahead of time in an effort to find 3 of the coolest Audi or Audi derived vehicles available on the market. Could be more than 3. We'll see how far we get. We'll present them one at a time in a round robin fashion. The panel will scrutinize, praise, jeer, or whatever. Presentation order has been randomly chosen actually in the way they showed up online tonight. And duplicate listings amongst the panel will be disqualified. I think we're clear on that, but if not, sorry if you chose duplicate. Hopefully it's not me. If you present it first, it's yours to own, at least in the sense of this competition. So once complete, we'll each vote on the best submission, possibly with additional rounds of voting to break any ties. The rules on voting will be there are no rules. If you think a car is amazing or simply an amazing pile, that's up to the panelists. We'll be broadcasting real time on Facebook Live, providing the feed doesn't go down because everyone else is on Netflix. Viewers can and should vote their own consciences in the comments. We'll keep tally on those too, just out of curiosity, but obviously the ones that went up first are probably going to win because they were up first. Winner on the panel vote will enjoy bragging rights for 7 whole days. Distinguished find of the day, king or queen, depending on your configuration or your preference. And then one last thing, this programming is brought to you by Audi Club North America. Audi Club has been a supporter and driver of the Audi enthusiast community for decades, with events ranging from driving schools to social gatherings all over the country. It publishes an award-winning magazine 4 times a year. I should know I'm the editor, though admittedly the award came before my time there. Bill, did you add that part?
Yeah.
If you consider yourself an Audi aficionado, then join the club, please. Head over to www.audiclubna.org and click on the Join tab. We'd love to have you be a part of it. And with that, I'm tired of reading. You guys are tired of listening to me, so why don't we get started? Johnny.
Yo.
You're up, man.
All right.
I'm actually excited about this. He's been teasing me all day.
The worst first right here.
And I just remembered I forgot something. So carry on. I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Go ahead.
Go for it, Johnny.
I can talk for more than 30 seconds. So I decided to start off with a car that I would actually buy. In fact, this one is local to me. And, you know, if I can find enough face masks and hand sanitizer, I might go check it out. Let's see if this works.
Ooh.
Okay.
Boom.
All right.
There it is. It's only 2 owners. It's a 2-owner or S4 in my favorite color. It's nice seeing one that isn't silver for a change. Not that there's anything wrong with silver, but it does get old after a while. Full CarMax support or Carfax support, but no rust, which is spectacular for a Chicago-based car.
And no tan interior.
Yeah.
Yeah, also a bonus. Although, I mean, come on, is there really anything that's more 90s than a green car with a tan interior?
Yeah, I'm trying to forget the 90s.
I mean,
Yeah.
maybe burgundy. What's bad about the 90s, Bill?
Man, I was already old in the 90s.
I thought you told me that's when you became a man.
What color is the interior? Black.
Black.
All right, I'll give you
Black.
that because every damn one of
Yeah.
these things is green with that. What is it, ecru or?
Yep.
Or, but the
Ooh,
carbon, I don't even think is a
carbon.
U.S. thing.
Yeah, that's
so
cool.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Tasteful.
Mm-hmm.
And it still has the original stereo. It hasn't been bastardized with some Pioneer flip-up head unit thing yet.
Excellent.
Check that
Somebody's
out.
asking, does it have a telephone?
You know what? I don't know, but you know what? It is missing the cigarette lighter in true Chicago Bluesmobile fashion. That'll be the first thing we need to fix. So I'm not joking. I would absolutely look at this
I
car.
see a 4000, or is that a Coupe GT behind it too?
Yeah,
4,000.
Yeah.
isn't it?
Coupe.
Yeah.
I think it's a Coupe.
that's Coupe GT.
Yeah, there's dealers in Summit, Illinois, which is it's a very southern suburb of Chicago. It's not South Side, so I don't have to worry about going in there strapped.
Oh,
but
oh.
Caddy
hang on.
next to it.
Look at that.
I
I'm
know,
sorry.
right?
No, cabriolet. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm sure that I missed this, but let me take a guess. Give me the mileage, and I'll guess what they're asking price wise.
118,000 miles.
That's actually reasonable.
118.
Yep,
Wow.
16,000.
Wow,
it
that's
is.
bold.
It's not.
10G.
10.
Whoa,
Okay.
10 grand. I
Pretty
think
good.
that's what I paid for. The one I bought was a wagon. It was 6,500 or 6,900.
Jamie,
Yeah.
I seriously want to look at
Ian's
this
car.
car, which means at some point, if I do buy it, I'm going to need some advice on what wheels to buy.
Oh, you gotta slam it and put it on like 19s or something, yo. But I
No.
saw this dealer. This looks like a specialized dealer. Look at that Beetle back there, the big
Mhm.
blown up M Coupe.
Look at that, an F80 right there. You know,
Austin yellow.
Okay, so 10,000 service history. What do we got going on here?
well, what's interesting is there's a whole lot of service history in the Carfax here, and it shows that it's only had 2 owners,
Oof,
which is pretty spectacular.
you brought your A game. I like this.
That looks like a
I legit brought a car that I would buy.
bring a trailer special right there. That
Yeah,
Actually surprised it's under 10.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
impressed.
$5, but
And the great thing is, I mean, it's been a Chicago car or Chicagoland. I mean, Glenview's northern North Shore Chicago. It's it's been here its whole life, but it has such low mileage. It's probably
no rust.
But that is
Yeah,
the
no rust.
rust belt.
Do we
I
know
mean,
that
that's
for sure? though? We just
terrifying.
looked at the
It
photos.
is. But you
Certain-
figure it's 27 years old with 118,000 miles. I mean, that's not a lot of mileage.
And Scrut knows those wheel wells. I don't buy that. That's a rust. That's an Illinois car.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know you're my competition and I want to just wipe the floor with you. But I give you props. This is a good one. This is a strong start, Johnny. I'm impressed.
Mhm.
Well, I appreciate that, and that doesn't
Hey,
sound
yeah, yeah.
condescending at all.
Yeah.
So now next batter up, then I guess. By the way, Jamie, do you think I should go look at it in person this weekend?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't
Yes.
know. All right. Well, I'm going to show you later on one that I think I'm going to buy. I'm going to go after one hardcore. So, hey, we're right there with you.
Right on.
except mine's 10% of the price that yours is. But we'll get to that. Moving on. Let's stay on round one. Come on, we got a game.
Will Barber.
Oh, we're just doing the first one and then.
Yep.
Okay.
Round
cool.
robin.
All right. Wonderful. Well, so mine has no Carfax available. It's on Facebook Marketplace. Everything is seemingly wrong, but the price is very, very right. So. What you are looking at is a $3,000 Aviator Gray TT 180 6-speed in San Diego. So, George, I know that you are going to be one of our more eagle-eyed viewers. You will see that those Avises are from a D2, if I'm not mistaken. Those are big boys.
Yeah, but how do they fit? I guess he's just got.
Doesn't matter. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
I see a dent on a fender. I see a missing part of a bumper.
Yep. It's got all that.
Those Avises do look good on that, though. I've got to say.
Right. So it is Aviator over black. It's got, again, the stock original stereo, John. So you'll be excited. Maybe we can retrofit some sort of Porsche Classic nav/CarPlay unit. I know, Jamie, you hate that, but whatever. The seller says it's got new HIDs. The engine is clean. It doesn't have leaks. It's great.
It could be empty.
Yeah, there are multiple pictures of it. The engine cover seems to be missing, but if you want to buy an engine cover, you can go to parts.audiusa.com and buy one. We'd love the business. But I mean, all in all, guys, this is $3,000 in San Diego.
Wait, is that a dent on the other side?
Probably.
They're matching dents? Aw.
Yeah, but Jamie, by the time that you dump it and put it on big wheels, the first time it airs out, the first time it goes over a bump, that dent's right back out.
I don't know. I feel like that's a tough color to match. I like that it's not from Chicago. I like that it's
Look
like
at the haze on those headlights. That looks.
Bill redid his headlights last week, and they look great.
They look great.
Dude, the car is $3,000. So listen, you buy.
It's a pandemic, Will. Have you seen his headlights?
You buy the car, you ship it across the country, you go to eBay DE, and you buy pole position Recaros. You're in it for less than $10,000. Like, what more do you want?
And it's worth $7,000.
Yeah.
So,
And it's worth seven all day long.
No, once you've done all that work to it.
Maybe 75 to an enthusiast.
Right. You just put $10,000 in it, and it's worth $7,000.
Yeah.
Right. And who is on this call?
Yeah, I was going to say.
I don't even know what that means. That's confusing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a very confusing statement to make.
So that's number one, and I think it's a strong swing.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Also, I would buy that car.
Well, do you think the bash-in fenders makes it a candidate for something like, I don't know, Rocket Bunny fender flare kit?
Well, the thing is, Johnny, the seller knows what he has. So I'm not sure if he'd be able to knock it down a little bit. Yeah, right. Yeah. But I mean, Aviator Gray, $3,000.
Well, the responses on Facebook are kind of like split down the middle.
Well, the thing is, it's made it to 180,000. So you got to assume the water pump and timing belt's been done already, probably twice.
Josh Pashow says it's a waste of $29.95. I'm just saying.
That's where I'm at, Josh. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, but the thing about Josh is that he hates the cars the most that keep him afloat. So it's like you got to pick a side here. I know you hate R32s. I know you hate TTs. But
that thing with a rabbit 5-cylinder too would be pretty dope.
I saw on his Instagram the other day his shop had 4 R32s, and he claims to hate them. So I mean, it puts food on the table.
So Ryan Compton wants you to send him the link.
It's afraid
he needs another TT.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you keep a spare one for parts, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Shall we move on?
All right, Jamie, you're up.
Next up to bat, Jamie Orr.
Oof. Okay. Well, here, I've done a lot of research on this. I spent a lot of time. That is why I was late joining and everything else, because I have so much work to do that I ignored to prepare for this. So to the judges, to the people at home, I have 4 screens here. On the one side, I have old. On the one side, I have race. And then the other side, I have the creme de la creme of the achievable classics. So to our panel, I would like to request, would you like to go old timer, young timer, or race? I'd like you to just let me know which one you want to go with. Old timer. All right, done. Let's see. Share screen. Pick the old timer. Here we go. So can you now see that?
Oh, okay. Well, we see two of them.
Seeing two.
Well, yeah, I couldn't narrow it down.
No.
I'm going to do that right now. So we're going to
16.4 is solid on the orange coupe.
I agree. Now, even better.
Does that have green interior?
Look at this.
Please tell me it's
Look at that.
I love
Look
this.
at Look at the yellow on green.
God bless the 70s.
Yeah, I mean, my hair is getting there a little bit, but look at that. The seller drove it into some sort of field. Let's say that's $20,000 sitting here in America. That's a heck of a lot of car. There's your RS5 fastback, sportback. I mean, this is the thing. Or for 3,000 euros, we have.
Is it a single round or is it the square lights?
No, it's
square.
So it is the facelift, but chrome small bumpers to die for color. Look at that trunk. You can't buy that trunk anymore.
No, that's true.
I don't think that was painted green from the factory, the spring. So that seems a little sketchy. ATS pepper pots in the 13-inch. That's a lot of value of classic car. There seems to be a lot of over rust spray or something going on here. There's some wires painted green. I don't want to shit myself down here. So I need to decide right now for you guys, which is my entry. Oh, I think I got to go the cheap one. I don't know. I don't want to. I'm looking at you for a reaction for which one I'm gonna
I agree.
I would say
The
cheap
coupe's
one if
great.
I want to win this competition. I'd go coupe because I think it's the better car.
Mhm.
Okay, then there we go. Thank you for helping me because I wasted so many hours on this. My entry is a 16,000 euro, 128,000 kilometers, so only like 80,000 miles, coupe, running, driving, very little history. There it is.
So C1 Coupe S designed or built in like what 74-ish
Earlier, I think.
maybe.
Well, this is a 73 and it's a facelift.
Okay. So
This is
mechanically
early.
to say these were even remotely robust is such a stretch, but and front wheel drive, a lot of things but such a beautiful car.
Forgotten. I mean, you drive one of these to your local Audi Club North America show.
Never sold in the US. There may be, I don't know, 5 or 6 of them in the States right now. None of them probably with that green interior.
What attracted me was the 16,000 euros because quite often, if
yes.
you know this market, this is a $30,000 car for crap restoration or 40 or 50, 60 with a decent one. So this is a running original for 16. Like I dig that.
I even like the green interior, which it's impressive for me.
Yeah. So there you go. There is my old timer ish. This is my submission.
My submission.
Yeah.
Very well done.
Great.
You read German, there you go. Tibet orange, automatic Getriebe, so automatic transmission. That's not so good, but that's okay, fine. Old timer in the motor, something said new spark plugs. Ready for restoration.
Nah, screw that, man.
You know what probably would help is if I were keeping a tab and doing some screen caps on all these cars.
Yeah.
Just thought of that. Hey, Bill, we were supposed to go through these details ahead of time.
That's your department, sir.
I think we should fire the detail person. Was that me? So hold on. Let me get a screen grab of this one, Jamie. All right. And then who are any of you capable of sending me a screen grab? I mean, that you're not on your girlfriend's laptop.
Dude, shots fired. Come on now.
So if you can send me the screen grab, then you don't have to put your picture back up. If you have to put your picture back up, then share quickly so I can do a screen grab.
George, I'm just going to go ahead and share this to your Facebook, if you're cool with that.
That's cool.
Or I'll send it to you Messenger, rather. And thanks for the girlfriend call out. She's very supportive. I don't see that as a problem.
I appreciate it. Maybe we should have her on the show because
She would love to do
laptop.
She would love to do it.
People are impressed, Jamie.
I put a lot of hours into this for an unpaid celebrity panel. Like we're celebrity squares right now. I'm the top square. You're going to come to me. I'm going to say something inappropriate about somebody's dress or whatever. I put a lot of time into this. I legit hours last night and came in this morning to my 4-screen setup, and I had 15 or 16 cars, and I whittled it down to 3 categories plus the wild card that I am going to try and buy. Yeah, I need to get a life, I think.
Dude, you're amongst friends here. And Bill, good call on the hack of looking at comments. I didn't have my comments up when I was going through this, so I'm interested to see what the panel.
We're learning.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's next? I think that's you, George.
No, you're. I go last.
Oh, you go last. Oh, shoot. Okay, let me. All right, stop sharing your screen, Jamie.
Okay. Here we go.
All right. See now, mine's not gonna be as nice as you guys, as y'all's. But let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to preface mine by saying mine is worth 579,000 kroners, which equals to be about $50,000. So here she is.
Ooh.
Let's say
What kind
it
of
is
color?
a tornado red, I believe.
Oh,
Was
get
that
down a
tornado
little
red at the time?
Go down a little bit, or go up a little bit, so I can get a screen grab.
Okay.
And what's the exchange rate of 500,000 Norwegian kroner?
I would hope he's
It
done
is.
it.
It actually comes up to
Right
be
now, it's about 10-1.
$56,758 US. This is a
Okay.
Tresser, 1986 Quattro that has an RS2 engine and drivetrain in it.
Okay. Bill, what was the translation in dollars one more time?
It is $56,758.
Excellent. Are those compomotives?
I don't know.
Could be.
Although Compy does like speedline reps that would be period correct on these cars.
I do want to, and I'm not going to name names or anything. I have an Audi RS2 on the Ocean for a client from Norway, and I just want to throw this in on this, not to put down anything. Shipping cars out of Norway sucks.
Yep.
So if somebody wants to buy this, you would recommend against it, even though it's a
No.
small deal.
The prices in Norway are good. The cars seem to be well cared for. They don't salt the roads. So I think this is the undiscovered. This is the cheap place where the European mainland, like Southerners, like Germany, and they don't want to go up there. But it is annoying. And we're 3 or 4 weeks in on this RS2, and the owner is just like, I want my car. I'm like, well, you bought a car from Norway. So that's, anyway. Yeah.
Okay.
That's not as
See, why buy an RS2 when you can buy this? It has an RS2 engine in it and transmission. So,
although the motor swap coming into the country is a little bit weird too.
Yeah, that would be a challenge.
boy, look at that trunk. Look at that space you got in there.
Oh man.
Look at that can of fluids in the trunk.
What are those? What wheels are those?
Well, it is an old German. So,
What are revolutions?
ATF?
Revolution's are great wheels. Wait, Revolution Compomotive?
Oh, okay.
Look at those
look at
seats.
the seats.
Tal Volante?
It's that
Got a
that steering wheel speaks
kind
to
of
Jason
rally-ish
Whipple.
looking dash.
That is
I
a
mean, it's-
Jason Whipple steering wheel if I've ever seen one.
That is an Tal Volante for sure.
What's the
Yeah.
deal with that dash? It's almost got like it's almost like it has the taxi cab thing on it, but it goes the whole way across. It's not a sport. I mean, it's definitely an additional piece, probably
Yeah.
period.
Is that what that wood screw's from, George? On the right there.
And the left, and the left are
And the
matching.
left. All right, let's see.
Okay.
I don't know what it is about these old European cars, old German cars in Europe, especially that the interior looks fantastic.
Is that a boost gauge on the,
They're not fat.
on the ashtray?
I despise that. That is
No, it's
And that stereo is tragic.
Yeah,
There's
the stereo I do not like.
George boost gauge is in the center of the dash, so it might be like
Right.
an air
Yeah.
fuel or something.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
There you go.
That is a good placement on the boost gauge.
Hate
that
the
is
stereo.
atrocious.
Throw it away. The ashtray's missing, or the lighter's missing.
Yeah, cigarette lighter's missing.
But the Recaros, I mean, that's,
Those are pretty. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are worth the price of admission right there.
All right.
Impressive.
Like I said, 579,000 kroners.
What's the description say?
It is a 1986 Quattro Tresser. RS2 engine and
I wonder what makes it.
drivetrain.
I wonder what makes it a tracer. It's maybe the interior pieces. Exterior, those wheels wouldn't have been a tracer. I don't even see.
I don't speak Dutch.
Back up. Let's look at the pictures.
Norwegian.
I don't think Dutch matters when you're in Norway.
Yeah. Oh well, Norway, Dutch, whatever. Those northern European countries.
The body looks factory, other than the bigger rally wing in the back. Everything else looks factory on the outside. It's lower. The wheels are not tracer. The suspension might be. Definitely the interior. That's probably tracer. But the engine's an RS2, which means it's not tracer. So I mean, it's a really sweet Frankenstein, but it's kind of a Frankenstein.
Come on.
I mean, I dig it. Don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. But the other challenge with this, right, from an investment standpoint, not that it really matters, but because it's such a Frankenstein, it won't do well on the like auction circuit if you're trying to get good money for it. Where like a 20 valve or Quattro would be like a 6-figure car.
So what is the fluid? Anyway,
it's like power steering fluid.
Maybe. That is a clean trunk though. I'll give him that. Period incorrect center caps.
All right. Well, that is my baby. My first choice.
I like it, Bill.
Thank you very much.
Solid showing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I can't wait to see what you found, George, because I know you've got tabs galore open on your.
I may have shown this one before on the German Car League, but I'm going to go for old C segment, not mechanically robust.
Josh just told me I won. Josh Bashes.
How much money have you paid him over the last 2 years, Bill?
Hey, enough to feed his dog.
Yeah.
So C2 Avant, which is really more of a sportback. This one's in Germany. If you don't know the C2 Avant, it was badged Avant, but it's a 5-door hatchback thing. So I think it's more the successor to like the A7 than like an Avant. But you got to love that badge, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Not a turbo. They didn't do these with anything good in that era, which they didn't do Quattro, so it was only or it would have been turbo, but they never did a turbo Avant. Look at that dash. See that C-deck?
Oh my God.
Got the rubber shift boot.
Wait, what's up top?
Got the vents going all the way across.
That is the C box up top, the cassette box.
That's unbelievable. Sure. Look, it holds 9 of them too.
You see that? You see the equalizer?
I think one of the rabbits I had, convertible rabbits, had 3 of them. I think
3 C boxes.
Yes, but that has 9. That's luxury. That's Audi right there. That's what you pay the extra money for.
Those seats, very velour.
Looks like my grandmother's sofa.
You know, I think some of these came with pillows. This one didn't. But the guy's got hats.
Oh, he's got hats. All right.
Oh, man.
Roll up windows. So maybe a fail there.
No, I love roll up windows.
Yeah, there's less likely Bill's going to break them.
Steelies. Because who doesn't love Steelies? Not the really small ones, but.
Wait, go back. I love the gigantic handprint on the air cleaner. Like the dude was leaning over, to check something. Oh, put my hand right here.
He couldn't even wash his hands.
I think that's from the porno they used it for. And that's why I don't get invited to Audi Club things.
All right.
Speaking the truth, Jamie.
And price is a cool nearly 20,000 euros, 18.5 euros for a C2.
That's a lot of money for a Passat.
But look at the mileage, man. 60,000.
I've got one here with 5,000 miles. I'll sell you for half of that.
60,000 kilometers. I don't plan to win with this one. I just wanted to show my appreciation for a C2 Avant. That's all I'm saying.
I will say, George, this round is quite all over the map.
It is.
I just want to bring my Quattro out to go against Bill's, but I missed up. Yeah, I missed out on that round.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
full circle back to Mr. Action.
All right, so
are we judging each round, or are we?
Nah, we'll judge at the end. Should we pick a winner of the round and then
That's a lot for me to keep track of.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay.
I mean, I got pictures of everything, so I can run a gallery at the end of.
I think per round makes sense, and then at the end.
And then whoever wins, because we have 3 rounds. Or
Well, I get to
actually
go
one-
last, which means I can. I mean, I blew the first round, but like
Right.
I can pull out the big guns if I think y'all showed up weak in that round.
Oh, that was pretty weak, George. Sorry.
I don't. That's fine. What I have left is pretty substantive, so I'm not afraid. Ain't scared.
So vote or no vote?
For those who support Bill Smart. Thanks, Will.
I've got photos of everything, so why don't we just run
Okay.
a gallery at the end?
Okay.
Okay.
That works.
All right, Johnny. Well, round 2.
All right, so I came with an Audi after Jamie's challenge yesterday of actually coming up with things that say Audi on them and not just stuff that's Audi-ish. So next one is still Audi-ish. We'll go with. It's kind of an Audi. So, there we go.
Nice.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, I like that.
There we go.
That's solid.
I like that quite a lot.
As the motorcycle nerd of the group, the bigger one, although Will's a rider. So, and George is rocking around on 2 wheels with his electric bicycle. $7,500, George. Look at that. It's totally affordable.
They're totally affordable. That's great. I've never understood why the fenders fit so oddly. This is what a 1954 NSU Max. I mean, we've been kind of blowing up the whole, should we ever want to put this on a podcast, we should talk about, explain what we're seeing. I don't think any of us have done that, so we'll just give up on the podcast idea.
Yeah.
But
Starting right now, we got it.
Starting right now.
yeah, totally. But I've never understood why those fenders in the front, like they were manufactured that way. They're all like that.
Would you like to know?
Yeah, please.
So it's a combination of 2 things. This type of front suspension here is a paralever front suspension. So there isn't a shock in here that compresses. There's an arm with a spring on it. And so when the front wheel hits a bump, okay, to absorb, the wheel doesn't go straight up the same direction as the fork tubes here. It actually moves at kind of an angle.
Oh, interesting.
So this is to give clearance between the tire and the fender because it moves. It doesn't move the same direction as you would expect the suspension to, like on a modern bicycle or a modern motorcycle. So see how it's closer here and farther away there?
Yeah. I just thought it was a bad fitting.
No, that's how. If you look at old Honda scooters, like old Honda Super Cubs, which I think is still the most successful or most popular motorcycle in the world, was a Honda Super Cub. I think they sold like 45 million.
Oh, yeah.
They have this exact same front suspension setup, and the front fender has a bigger gap here than in the rear.
What happens if you air it out?
So there you go. And seller claims.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
Super cool.
Is that into headlight?
Yeah.
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 That's
So
sweet.
So that whole assembly is called a nacelle, and so the headlight assembly, and then that little light right there is there to let you know when your lights are on. And then this is the actual switch. You can see it pulls out to turn the headlights on and pull it back in to turn them off.
Super
That's
cool.
pretty rad.
Yep. VO gauge, your rubber seats. It's all original. The paint is
Ooh,
original.
that air intake boot, though.
Yeah, I don't trust that.
Yep. Well, that's. I'm sure it's probably difficult to find a replacement for a defunct company, but also I think you could probably have one made. But this is the airbox down here. There's an air cleaner. That's the little screw that do that, and this metal cover comes off, and there's an air filter behind it.
So
And
little known fact, I own a 54 NSU motorbike.
No kidding.
Do you?
Yeah. Yep.
You have a Super Cub too, don't you?
I have a 64 and a 65 Super Cub push rod and overhead valve. I am the motorbike nerd that nobody knows. I'm a motorbike nerd. There's a massive following for these in Germany. You can get parts. Every part is available. It's wild. The
Oh, yeah.
owners group and the nerds.
Don't you have a Quickly too?
Yeah, that's okay. So I should say I have an NSU moped. Butt snorkeler has just popped up on your screen, by the way.
Yeah. Cool.
That would be a text group. Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, I have a 54 NSU moped, but it's very much similar to this, and a lot of the stuff is available while I try and keep this on track. I like it. I don't like that ear intake, but I like it.
Yeah.
But you know what, though? I mean, tell me a lot of this isn't reminiscent of your Super Cub. The front fender, the trickling front suspension, this whole chain guard here. And what's neat about this is, unlike the vintage British bikes of the era, this one still shifts on the left side like a mountain bike. So, yep, all original. Right down to the leather briefcase thing on the side.
Seems like a survivor, maybe. So I dig it.
Solid find.
Very.
Next up, like the one that you showed me earlier today, John.
Oh, the 1914 Wanderer.
Yeah, this one is badass. I like this one.
There we go.
Okay, Mr. Barber.
All right, so let me just pop this up really quickly. All right, so John, I kind of think set a bit of a theme here, so I'm going to go with one of my more tame picks. So let me share my screen real quick here. So I work for Audi, and I used some connections to figure this one out. So on the surface, it's an RS3. It's probably in my opinion, it's my favorite car that we make. Great size, great power. Once the warranty is done, great support from the aftermarket. Just an all-around great car. But this particular one, they don't have pictures of the dealer just yet because it's in transit. So what I did was...
Where's Rockland?
Rockland is Bay Area, California. So what I did was I went on the internet, and it seems that this combination is somewhat popular in Germany. So this is it's an Audi exclusive car. So if you're not familiar, this is custom paint. They pull it off the line, they paint it, they put it back together, they put it on the line, that sort of thing. Not a monoline color. This actually, John, is a BMW paint code.
Oh, well, that's why it looks so good.
So, so anyway, here's what we're working with. This is a British Racing Green Black Optic RS3.
That last image didn't even look green.
Well, that's because they haven't taken a photo of it yet. This car's still in transit, and they haven't rendered it. So the car isn't at the dealership yet. It'll be there very, very soon. I'm assured it's sitting at the port in San Diego, just waiting for a truck. But yeah, it is a BMW British Racing Green Black Optic RS3. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to Rockland. You're going to say what's up to Gene and Parts when you're there. You are going to make sure you put carbon fiber mirror caps and a carbon fiber spoiler on the back of it. Then you're going to go online or somewhere to, I don't know, someone, and find either TTRS shell seats or R8 cell sheets. You're going to put those in the front of the car. You're going to drive until the warranty's out, and you're just going to absolutely kill everyone who sees this thing because it's ridiculous. And then once the warranty's out, go wild. The aftermarket is doing really, really impressive things with these cars.
Did you pull a roll-in from H&R and get 4 facelift R8 front wheels?
Yeah, so that's a bit of a sore subject because Roland told me I could buy that when he was done with it. But
he sold it.
You do. Yeah, he did. He traded it actually. But yeah, so you do either 4 R8 front wheels, look spectacular on here. If you want to go real wild, John, I sent you a picture. Anki RPF 1s in the 10-inch width, so they're concave, fit very well. And Japanese wheels and German cars seem to go really, really well together. But there's no shortage of things you can do here. I think it's subtle enough. So my backup car, if I couldn't find a picture, in Miami right now, there's a Kyalami green, which is sort of like the green highlighter green RS3 that's in dealer stock. But I think this one's a little bit more subtle, probably a little bit more brand appropriate based on the audience. But this is something that I think street parks really well. It goes really quick, goes really well, stops really well, does everything you would ever want from a car really, really well, and looks the part. So I'm seeing in the comments Merlin Purple. Merlin Purple, yeah, so there was one available. I got a picture from the guy who's the Audi exclusive manager, but the car sold a couple days ago. couldn't use that.
Solid.
And it matches Johnny's bike.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
There you go, John. 2 for 1.
I like it.
Okay, that will bring up Jamie again.
Oh.
All right.
What you got, Jamie Moore?
There you go.
Ready? Here we go. Let's see if I can. First of all, I'm not very smooth on making this share screen with the 4 screens, but let's do this. I present to you, ladies and gentlemen, although we only have guys here. All right, you got that? What are you seeing on the screen?
I'm seeing a
Replica
Pikes
Pikes Peak.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay.
Wow.
So it is a replica. It has done some racing. It's 169. I don't think this is going to be my submission though, but this is yet again, I'm doing a theme here. So
it's a replica of like Walter Earl's 87 Pikes
Yep.
Peak.
exactly.
Can you go back like 3 photos in the garage? What was next to it?
We'll get to that.
All right.
We'll get to that. So we've got the real radiators. So, nicely done.
Walter's
however,
car was a tube frame, by the way, so I don't think this car is.
Nope. This is based on a coupe and cut up. It has a Kevlar roof, everything else. I don't want to skim through this too fast, but let's keep moving here. It is a rep. It's a nice rep. The interior, I mean, the ECU mounting, I think it's nicely done. But yeah, I dug a little, and this company, so that's 169,000 euros. That's what you're getting for 169. They also have this one.
Oh.
For 179, also a replica. Nicely done, but yeah.
Is this Cool Wheels? Who's the dealer?
I forget what this. So anyway, let's keep moving. Let's go to the IMSA car.
This one I've seen before.
Also,
This
originally
This looks
a tube
like
frame.
crap.
Yeah.
This one looks like junk. So here we go. This is my real submission. Those were what I was going for. This was the race section of my submission. Are you ready? So these guys have built their own replica. This is where we're at. My submission for 250 euros is
Not Grinders? Oh.
brand new V6 chassis.
Body and white.
There it is. Build your own race cars, ladies and gentlemen. 250 euros will buy you this VIN-less, boltless, paintless. You want paint to, what was your term? Paint to match, paint to order. Boom.
It's a sample.
Paint to sample. There it is. Look at this. You want any kind of bodywork? Look at all these like just holes, all these drilled rivet holes that were.
Is this the one you're going to buy?
Nope.
I thought that was Nardo Gray.
Nope. Well,
It's Aviator. Mad Aviator.
so there you go. For 250 euros, it is on eBay. I will go out here, but it has 0 bids.
Can you zoom in again? I need to get a screen capture of this thing.
Okay, there you go.
Does the trailer come with it?
No, the
For
trailer is
250?
for 250 euros.
So technically you threw the race card, but then you switched to a chassis.
Well, this is your race car.
Yeah.
This is your blind. This is what they start as.
What's the story? Like, why is it just a chassis?
Who knows? They don't say. It could be.
George, I learned a long time ago that when it involves vehicles with no VIN, you don't want to know the story.
Right.
Now,
Pay the guy the 250 euro and go Dankeschön, and then you do something else with it.
I have built one of these. It is sitting right behind us there. It's a Volkswagen Caddy. I believe mine was one of the ones removed from the production line for either testing or training. So when they go through the production line, at the very beginning, the first ones are all taken off to check the welds, to check the processes. Sometimes they are spot checked. You can order these brand new if they're still available as a repair item. So the dealership can supply it. They cannot let it leave. There's a whole, if you go on the parts program, there's a big warning in capital letters blocks, which never happens. And it says dealership, I think for 10 years, must keep proof of ownership, must keep the original chassis numbers, and the original chassis must be destroyed by the dealership. So you can replace one chassis with another. You can never have a new car born. So this is a replacement item potentially, but you cannot buy it normally. And a dealership, I was told when I was doing mine, it's a franchise pullable offense. if you were selling these, because the trick used to be, supposedly, you would buy one of these, you go and steal one off the dealership lot, transfer all the parts over, and then you get a brand new car that's kind of overly clean. So anyway, point being, race car, 250 euros, priceless story. Build your own race car, build your own story, build your own adventure. 250 done. I'm out.
That's quite a find there.
Speechless.
Impressive.
Everyone's just done. That's it.
It's impressive.
Okie dokie. I guess
It would be cooler. Would it be cooler if it were a wagon?
But yeah, we're going to ask them to get another one. Come on. I think this is cooler than a very nicely built competition. I mean, they show it on racetracks and stuff. Fake race car.
Yeah.
Although,
Wait, what was the Gold Wing?
yeah, that was not for sale. I looked. This place seems interesting. We need to go talk to these guys. I mean,
I wonder if it's cool.
Oh, there it is.
It's Cura Novatech.
Yeah.
They do conversion kits for all these builds, as does Cool Wheels. Like the two.
I'll just say I'm genuinely pleased that your actual submission, Jamie, was not a fake race car, because I was really thinking, I'm like, why is he doing this? And no, but it was just for reference, and I appreciate that, because
I put so much work into this. I didn't make decisive work, but I put a lot of work into it.
That's okay. I look forward to showing my 9 other cars in a moment too.
All right, let me see if I can find my second one. Hang on. What are you all seeing?
The wheel of the car you just showed.
Yeah, same one. Okay, here she is.
Oh boy.
Fatsug. Oh yeah.
There you go.
Look at that.
Fire truck.
It was in South Africa until about 4 years ago, and it was just why it's relatively rust-free. It's looking. It is in Germany now. It is a DKW.
Binary state. It either is or it isn't.
Well, it is a DKW 1000.
Yeah, SP.
1000. Look at the price on that, 5,500 euro, which is about 6,000 US. It's
also those are front opening doors. So
yeah, well, doors. Yes. You'll see in a second. Boom. She needs a little restoration. Apparently, the gas tank is missing. The brakes are inoperable.
Those 2-stroke too? Maybe not.
But look at that. I don't know what 3 equals 6.
3.6 is like it's the model, but they also sold them as Audi unions. It was like right at the end of.
Oh, Bill, what's going on with the windshield?
Oh yeah, you'll see another picture of it.
Taped in.
It is taped in. It looks like old masking, old duct tape that was burnt off in the sun. Is that a 2-stroke? I don't know. The engine's still there. The gas tank.
It's not robust. 1.8 T swap.
Exactly.
Oh no, John, that's what, like a 748 swap or 948 swap?
Oh yeah, the
Ryan
swap is the way to go now.
Ryan Compton says the whole car is a crumple zone.
I feel like if Ghostbusters were made in Germany, like this is what Ecto Ein would have looked like.
But I think she's beautiful. I would actually would love something like this. But yeah, look at the windshield.
You are right on the 2-stroke.
Speed tape. Oh yeah, it was definitely 2-stroke. You saw where the spark was going ahead.
Josh wants to 07K everything. Not a bad idea.
But she's she's a little rusty, but and your description of Ecto 1, a German Ecto 1, yeah,
Ecto Ein.
Ecto Ein.
You should have made an Ecto 1 out of Jamie's hearse. I was almost a ghost when we were riding in the back of that in Halloween in Las Vegas.
Doesn't that feel like a lifetime ago?
Dude, seriously.
It was.
I remember going with Psy at H2O with it.
Yeah.
Which feels like a million years ago.
We have to get him on this show too.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to go kind of like Will did, but also kind of like Jamie did. So this is, you could walk into a dealer and buy it today, but I can't decide between the two. One's my spirit animal. The other one's just.
Oh, no.
So this, my friends, is a Porsche Chalk R8 V10 Performance in New Jersey.
Wow.
So who knew New Jersey had such taste? Not me, as a Pennsylvanian, but they do, and it's amazing. But in case that's too subtle, I'm going to switch to a different one from the West Coast. We ready?
Now we're talking.
Boom.
There we go.
Did you see this already when you were checking out that dealer?
It's a traffic red?
I've known about this one. No, it's Ruby Stone.
No, I called. He said it was traffic.
Is it?
Yeah, I thought it was Ruby Stone, and then I called the dealer and I spoke to, or I didn't call. I did the little
the chat
window.
box. Yeah.
Brett McKinley, online sales manager, said it's so shout out to Brett. Thanks for your time. I think he could have been he probably could have been more bored than talking to me, but I don't know. But no, he said it's traffic red. So Bill, where have we seen traffic red before?
I saw it on Instagram. I saw this car on Instagram.
So I have.
This is your spirit animal, a pink car?
No, this one is. This is my spirit animal.
Sure.
Right there, chalk.
Yes, we know your love of chalk.
So I've seen the. I'm going to call it Ruby Stone because it's Ruby Stone. I've seen the Ruby Stone R8 before because I keep tabs on Walters ever since they did the they did that Sonoma Green.
Wow.
Yeah, they did the Sonoma Green RS3, and I think they have a they have a Kimura Gray RS3 on order, if I'm not mistaken, as well, which is like that kind of Porsche gray black, but with more blue in it.
Yeah.
More cyan, George.
More cyan.
George, you said that's on the West Coast?
With a hint of lavender. Yeah, it's at Walters.
Yeah.
Where's Walters? It's in LA, right?
Riverside.
Oh, because that just screams Malibu something to me. I don't know what.
Stacy?
Yes, Bill.
That is unique.
It is unique.
Yep, that's a color.
That is a color. It's an eye-searing color.
Josh says you can match your fingernails to the paint. George.
My fingernails, Josh? All right.
George,
So
out of all the R8s I've seen, that one by far has been the most recent.
Sure is.
So do we go? Do we enter the chalk or the pink?
Pink.
Yeah.
Got to do my screen capture, and then I'll hand it off to next round.
Last and final round.
All right.
Bring your A game, boys.
So the last submission from me is it's gonna be something with race pedigree. Why not? So the question is, I have two since I'm following the Jamie Orr approach, but I'm not going to show them to you. I'm just going to ask, am I sticking with 2 wheels or 4?
How about 3? Right down the middle.
Well, technically, if you do one of them right, I mean, you could probably get 3.
Up on 3.
Is the 2 wheels something more modern or something completely unique, or is it?
It is truly. It's modern as in late 20th century, but it's definitely rare. It is the rarest of the rare.
Audi related or Ducati?
Ducati.
Pull her up. Let's see her.
All right. You guys want to see it? I do. Here, actually, hang on. I'll keep the other one handy just for
I have
fun.
4 for the next round, so yeah. Don't go.
I
All right, so you'll allow it. Okay, we're cool. Boom. That is the rarest of the rare. That is a Ducati Super Mono, of which they built somewhere around 60. The actual number is debatable. It was built for a type of racing that unfortunately never really came to fruition. So what they did was they entered it into the Isle of Man TT in '96, and this single cylinder bike managed to win the junior TT. The problem with this listing is it's an older one, but the bike is still for sale. So I got the higher res photos from the owner.
Is that street legal?
No.
There's no speedometer.
Well, I mean, yeah, legally you don't need a speedometer to be street legal. You also don't need mirrors or turn signals. Technically, you don't need those. But you know, hey, we said race pedigree, so that top triple clamp is made out of magnesium. Everything else on it's made out of carbon fiber.
Hold on to that picture a minute. I'll do a screen grab. Got it. Thank you.
So this is a really neat bike, and so now we'll get to the single cylinder in a minute. But you know, this is designed by Pierre Terblanche, who later redesigned the Ducati Super Sport and also gave us the Ducati 999, which was probably one of the most controversial motorcycle stylings ever, since it replaced the iconic 916 design from Massimo Tamburini.
Does that say Quattro on the side?
It does. It does, George. Exactly. See? See? I mean, even before Audi bought Ducati, there was still a little bit of that Quattro, you know, right there. So Desma Quattro, it's a 4-valve engine. It's 4 valves per the 1 cylinder that it has.
Oh my goodness.
And all right.
It's pretty impressive.
So, cast iron full floating rotors. Those buttons there allow them to float. This is a billet. Brake calipers there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
It looks like Ronald McDonald sponsors it.
Yeah, that was a thing in the 90s. We won't talk about that. So yeah, magnesium outside engine cases. The inner cases themselves are sand cast. This mount for the rear sets is made out of it's just carbon fiber. It's not carbon fiber wrapped around something.
Did I miss the price?
It's $150,000.
Okay.
So this will kind of show you. So it's a single cylinder but it still has 2 connecting rods.
Wow.
So in order to keep the engine balanced, there's 2 con rods with a counterbalancer attached on the other end. So you still have your piston. So the forward cylinder still has a piston in it. They used the forward cylinder out of the 2 because it was, you know, obviously lower to the ground to keep the weight lower. But as this piston moves, instead of the other connecting rod reciprocating a piston, it moves. It's attached to this arm that keeps the engine balanced. So it revs to 11,000 RPM with a piston that's 20% bigger than the piston you'd find in like an A4.
Would you say the displacement was?
So it varied depending on which year. This one here happens to be 570 cc's.
So it's 1,000 cc that they've knocked off a cylinder, and instead of taking away the rod, they've just been like, it'll balance out, and just put a connecting rod between another con rod. And
well, it wasn't it'll balance out. I mean, this is Italian engineering here. It was more like, it's okay, it's a balance out.
My head hurts a little. Could you bring up that not to nerd out on this engine, but what the heck?
It is
like you can see where the V-twin was. Like,
yes, wow. Yeah, it was based on the engine from the 888 Superbike, which won 2 World Superbike Championships. And it eventually evolved into what became the 916 engine. So this forward cylinder here is still functional. There's your piston.
Sure.
Your drummic valve train, your single throttle body with the dual injectors, and then this is an identical
That's
con
where
rod.
it was.
Yeah, exactly.
Eesh.
Oh
But again, it won the Isle of Man TT, so it does that race pedigree, and it worked.
It'll stay together for a half hour.
Hey, that's a grueling half hour.
It sure is. It is.
How does this compare price-wise to the current values of the Honda, the VFR Superbike?
Well, Honda never built anything like this. And if we're comparing apples and apples, Honda's RC, let's see, this is a 95. So that would have been a Honda RC30,
Yes.
comparable to a 95 Ducati 916.
Oh, I think that's a stretch. Not to get all bikey, but I feel like the Honda's a super bike, whereas the Ducati's like an obtainable, fancy, nice bike.
Well, if we're comparing an RC30, which is a homologation special.
Wait, not the RC30. The V4, the RC30 is not, right? That's the single-sided. I forget. I tried to nerd out. I can't. Let's just go back to Audis.
I was with you, man. I was following you. I really was. I forgot. I was like, all right, cool.
No, it is the RC. It is the RC30. You're right. Yes, that is what I was thinking of.
Yeah, RC30, later the RC45. If you're comparing them to, they're homologation special bikes. They only built a few hundred of them to satisfy racing requirements. And if we're comparing homologation versions versus street bikes, then yeah, you would compare it to a 95 Ducati 916 Racing, which right now a nice condition one will go for, I don't know, 60 grand.
So this is for your collection. This is just.
I would buy this and take it to every track day I could and just ride the shit out of it.
If I had the money, I'd get it for you.
Yes, this is the bike I would buy if I really had the money.
I think it's pretty rad. I'm not into bikes, but I think it's pretty rad.
Yeah, that's hard to top.
Now, just for reference, do you want to see the car that was
that you were going to throw out instead?
How much was your?
I didn't know if you guys were going to be amenable to another motorcycle. So
I'm fine with it.
So 150 grand for this. How much was your pink R8?
200, I think.
All right.
I'd have to go back and check and see.
We're in the same ballpark.
The pink R8 was
perfect.
220.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
223.50. Really a Gumpert Apollo.
So keep in mind though, okay, it is powered by an Audi
V8, isn't it?
But not only did the Gumpert Apollo set the lap record at the Nordschleife in 2009, this is the car that set the lap record. The Nordschleife.
Hey, the chalk car was 223 also, and that's it. Bell Audi, in case anybody wanted it.
Whip my checkbook out right now.
Yeah, that Gumpert's pretty rad.
John, that's like
I
the
think
same
the
color.
only thing more unfortunate than the styling is the name.
That's like the same color blue as that sport wagon we bagged at Vortex.
It is.
Right there.
That is the same blue.
Yeah.
I think it was Gumpert blue.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what they call it in the order guide. Yeah.
But check out but also just for fun, I mean, check out what else is in the.
Yeah, I just sold one of those.
Yeah, right.
Oh, did you?
You stole the school bus?
School bus is gone.
Well, hey, can I ask you another importing question? Because I got an importing question here from a viewer.
If it's about a Gumpert.
No, it's about a TT.
Okay, go ahead.
I got a question here, I believe, from a guy named Mark Danke. Chance asking for a friend. Literally, he has a 2003 225 TT Coupe in Holland. Any advice on how to import and cost to do so?
Okay, it needs to be a U.S. market car, or it needs to have a letter from Audi corporate on their letterhead stating that it complies with NHTSA, DOT, and EPA. Otherwise, it's got to be 25 years old. Done.
Or I don't think it's on the importable list, but if it were on you could have an importer petition to put it in an importable list, it wouldn't be worth the money to do so.
And they would charge you to destroy everything Euro about it and convert it to US.
Yeah.
US headlights, bumpers, crash bars. I did one previously, I had to build my own wiring harness for the seatbelt warning system.
Yeah.
Because that was different. So
we'll have to have Josh on here to talk about his RS4 sometime too, because I think he went that route with that B5 RS4. But Mark 1 TT, I mean, unless he's just really in love with the car, he could probably ship it in for a year, maybe.
We can bring it in as a foreign visitor for a foreign person.
I think he may be.
Yeah, we can do that. That's no problem. Budget $3,500 to $5,000 US round trip. There would be no taxes. We could get those waived, but it cannot be sold here. It cannot be left here. In fact, it can't be totaled here. If you get it stolen or totaled, you have to prove to the US government that you didn't do that on purpose, because you have to export something.
Well, I can make a total loss look like an accident.
But yeah.
Well, the other option here is find a similar car in the US, because Mark 3 or Mark 1 TTs are
the way that it is set up,
apparently.
yeah,
I found a great one earlier on.
You can buy one
Mark's
here.
got a really sweet Nimbus Roadster with baseball glove and everything, but
Yes,
even nice ones though aren't terribly expensive.
Yeah. So sadly, not a good answer. Sorry.
They do require a few hours of buffing, if I'm not mistaken. Now, even the nice ones.
If you know a guy who's nice enough to do it.
Yeah. Hi to Mark if you're watching. So all right. So with that, it is my turn, and you guys did a fantastic job with segues. John with the sort of race spec chat.
I'm gonna send all those specs and stuff to Jamie so he can nerd out.
Yeah, you guys are gonna nerd out. And then you guys with the import stuff. So this is a race car, but it is old enough that it's importable. I'm a big fan. I grew up in northeastern Pennsylvania, coal country. Hill climbing is very popular there. Hill climbing is equally popular, if not more so, in Europe.
This is what it is. I may have this one, but I didn't pull it for tonight.
Boy, oh boy, did I find something. So what you guys are looking at here in a second is this is a S2 with full sequential gearbox.
Wow, that's pretty rad.
600 horsepower. Now that's 600 mil with a 50 mil turbo inlet restrictor, which I would suggest you throw in the garbage immediately. But it's fully FIA homologated, so you can run it in pretty much any old timer, anything, anywhere, anything you want to do. No, it does not have an 07K, Josh, but what it does have is a really big turbo that you can see just in front of the passenger side wheel well.
Your next one lap, Josh.
This thing is rad.
That thing is intense.
The headlight ducts for the cooling.
Dude, this thing is stupid. I don't know why they're really showing you like the cooling lines and the brake lines that big, but whatever. Yeah, it's race cars direct. It's in Antwerp, Belgium, which I don't know if it's easy to get to or not, but
yep,
whatever. It comes with spare wheels, which I guess is nice. Some rain slicks and some unheat cycled slicks.
Some A6 wheels.
Which is pretty, yeah, with A6 or B5 wheels on Ken tires. So maybe you'll get a buck or two out of those. But yeah, going back to Jamie's picture, you get the ducts in not just one, but both headlights, which is great. But yeah, so here's some of what's kind of going on here. I don't have a super strong racing background. So I don't know what most of this stuff is. Certainly, yeah, the sequential box. It's got air jacks, which is so sick. Gearbox is cooled. The diffs are cooled. The diffs are controllable. It's lived in Lithuania, which is part of my heritage, which I love.
Did not know that.
60,000, yeah, Welsh and Lithuanian, but it's 60,000 euros, which I think is not hateful.
No, not at all.
But my favorite thing about the entire car is when you come down, so it goes through the management, it's got Motec ECU, all that kind of fun stuff. Again, the 50 mil turbo inlet restrictor, just throw it in the garbage. It's stroked to 2.6, which is lovely. It's going to flow enough air to spin this massive turbo that it doesn't exactly call out what it is, at least as long as I'm aware. But what I love is that the extra, and I don't know if this is just a translation thing, but it says a lot of zip comes with the car, which I assume means zip ties. Maybe which means that it's on the absolute ragged edge. Because as a former roommate said to me today, zip ties are like the strongest thing known to man. So you got to assume this thing is going to stay together and look tremendous doing it. But I mean, this first pick is just
that right there.
Right?
What a Euro design.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. It's not pretty. It's very like DTM 3.0.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to drive it in and out of anything with that splitter, but damn.
Well, Josh thinks that you already run the round this time.
Yeah, I think I brought like a zip tie to a knife fight.
So I think maybe next time, and I don't want to tell anybody what to do, but maybe next time do a little bit more structuring so that way we can kind of go apples to apples. But because regardless, this thing is, that's all I got. This
I
is
mean,
rad.
it's open class, right? And it's pretty open.
That is what this
Yeah.
car is. This is as open as it gets. I struggle to think that you're going to class this into pretty much anything.
I really did weigh up price, location, and portability, weighed up all of this to make my 14 car choice.
Maybe you shouldn't have done that before you dropped your mic last night.
Yeah, I was trying to, yeah.
So anyway, so this is it. And if you guys want to go into what a secondary was on Racing Junk, that has the B7 Stasis Challenge car that's in like Bethlehem, Pennsylvania for 48 grand with all the spares. That's a strong contender as well.
What was the
I think this
price
is
on this
better.
one? Or is it?
This is
60.
60,000 euros plus whatever it'll cost you to ship it.
Okay, yeah, you won.
That is a good price.
Any
Yeah.
videos of this? We had a request on videos, and I think people would like to hear the sound.
Not handy, but I can see what I can do, and if I find something, George, while someone else is presenting, I'll Facebook message it to you. If that works.
That's fine. I don't know if I played the video and then shared the screen. I suppose the sound will carry through.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna kind of host all these things later with links or something, you can certainly insert it. But
Right.
I don't know.
Well, YouTube probably wouldn't like that anyway. So
Cool. Josh Pashow says I'm the winner, so thank you, Josh.
Yeah, I think you're one.
we gotta get Josh on this show. I think also.
Yes.
Oh, it'd be great.
So bring your A game, Josh. If you're so sure of it before the round's even over.
All right, Jamie.
Why?
No. Because
Pull up Ferris Bueller. It's over. Go home.
wait till you see mine. Our last one.
Okay, I'm glad you're fighting still, because
No, wait till you see
all right.
mine.
Let's go to screen number 1, and I have. Did that work? Can you see? A
I
whole
see multiple cars.
menagerie?
Oh, wait, no.
The one on the right,
That one.
right quarter is
Yeah.
Well,
known to me.
Here you go. So we got
It's
the
known
one.
to me too.
Let's go for this. Audi
Oh.
S2, not
that thing.
RS2. Just
Now
an
I know, but that thing, I love that thing, and I wish you wouldn't have shared it because I don't want somebody else to buy it before I do.
23. Well, we can just beep, 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 beep.
I love it, and the early S8 Avises are the perfect wheel on that car.
It's a really good look.
So this is a great car. Let's focus in on this, and I'll keep it
That's-
kind of quick because I didn't narrow this down.
Quattro script interior in this thing. I'm very familiar with this car.
I spotted this a couple months ago, and I sent it to George saying, "Hey, what color is this?" And he immediately sent me back a text saying, "Do not show this car."
Well, you've had months of sitting on it.
I know.
Here's the script. I
Or is it-
mean,
Maybe it's just striped. Maybe it's not quattro script.
no, I
but-
thought it was.
I mean, on the seats, the
Oh,
fabric.
no, just stripes.
Oh, I think the stripes have little quattro words in them.
I think that's what this is.
And that's just carbon fiber.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But
You'll-
yeah, nice, clean, original, kind of got everything going on. Lowish mileage, 140,000 miles. Fairly priced at 24,000 euros.
I think totally fairly priced.
Yep. I would
Yeah.
love this car.
But, and this was my dilemma. So let's say $26,000. And I've lost the comments on the live stream, but here we go.
If that were an RS2, it would probably be at least 50,000 euros.
Well, that's the thing. So we got 23 for that, or for just a little more. Let's say you can negotiate a little
That
bit.
thing is sketchy.
28,000 gets you in the right color RS2.
I'd much rather have the S2.
Look at the plate, RS2. We got the real motor.
It does have a real motor.
It does. Everything looks intact.
Does it run?
Apparently, it runs, drives.
Does
It's
it
got
drive straight?
I'm not sure about the wood, but the
That
Recaro.
it understeers.
Like, he didn't vacuum it. It doesn't have floor mats, but that's not important. I mean, this for 27, this might be one of the cheapest in mainland Central Europe RS2s. Like this is a lot of car.
Right.
It
But
is.
honestly, I would want the S2.
But then This is where I went as well. Here's your Coupe Quattro, just like yours earlier. I don't know this color. This greeny gray
Is that
thing,
Oakwood?
I don't know. But let's scroll through for the money shot. There. Audi Turbo Quattro Edition Speciale, 95 out of 200. I have no idea what special
I
edition
think
this was.
no, I know somebody might know, but it's I think it's an Italian market.
Could well
Special
be.
edition.
But everything looks straight, looks decent. So similar sort of money here. So yeah, I don't know where to go between. I mean, this is something for the group. Let's get rid of this one, the UR Quattro. 44. It's fine and all, but really, this is the question for you guys. Do you
That
go
one.
24 for the pristine, but you only have the S2? Or do you go 28, negotiate him down to the same price, and get a sketchy, perfect color, perfect perfect interior, perfect in theory RS2?
S2.
I'd go S2.
S2.
Will?
I mean, I'd probably go S2 as well.
Wow, Johnny, I feel like you can. The S2 is like being the tallest midget.
No,
It'll never be an RS2.
that's
But I don't want
horribly
it.
politically incorrect too. But no,
But I mean, look at that. It has 366,000 kilometers on
You
it.
know what though? Yeah, tallest midget. I don't necessarily disagree with that assessment, but since neither of these cars were ever available here, we've never had them. Most of us have probably never driven them. To me, this is like arguing over which supermodel I'd rather have.
so here's the other thing. They weren't that much of a difference in power stock. I've driven them both stock. They're both cool, but by today's standards, they're not. There's a lot of lag. They're not terribly fast. I think they're both tuned, but the RS2, you're going to put a ton more money into it before you're done with it. And that S2 could just go in, buy it built, drive it, enjoy it. It's pretty much done, right? You're not going to do anything else to it. And it's a rare color.
That's true. But the RS2 is the color.
Yeah.
S2.
All right.
No, I'm sorry.
So, and I know I'm screwing up these rules, but hey, first one ever, whatever. I'm now going to bring in the one that I think I would like to go after myself. It is the same body style.
So wait, before I need to do a screen grab. So you're confusing me on which one we're going to.
Okay, hang on. Let me get rid of that. There you go. There you go. Which one am I entering?
It's up to you. I would say S2, but
S2.
Okay, fine. There you go. For my chances.
do what
of
you
winning.
want, man.
Nope. There we go. Wait, hang on. You don't want to share this with the world. It's not going to win anyway. Go ahead.
I call it a winner.
I showed a picture of this to Roger in Dallas. He's like, "Where is it?" Like, I'm not telling you. Sorry.
All right, you got your screenshot?
I got it.
Okay, so from the cheapest RS2 in the market, just about, to a very high-end S2, I present the per-person Jamie version.
Yeah. Is that Quattro?
I don't know.
No, it's not. It's a nice color, though.
It is. It's a nice color. It's one owner. It has a brand new inspection, German TÜV, Kommt mit neues TÜV. It has a tow bar. It's got a bit of a scrape there, but don't worry about that. The hubcaps look nice. I mean, what's not to love? And let me just scroll through.
Yep. Interior.
Yep. See, there you go. This is like little Blaupunkt. They don't even make those anymore. For ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening at home, I have just put up a €999 Audi 80 Avant. It doesn't have the prestige or the tachometer of the S2 or RS2. It has a clock.
The clock is red. Yes.
Red dials on your clock where your tachometer would be for your 200,000 miles.
I love it so much.
It's like, where's my RPM? It's 3 o'clock.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, it is carbureted. It is a 2-liter though. I would say that's a pretty nice Survivor engine bay. And then, are you ready for this? The service history that the dealership that is selling this for €1,000 -1 is proudly showing. The service book was stamped in 1993, 1994, and then skips ahead a little bit until 2010 to the next stamp.
Well played.
So 16 years of unknown, but service stamps are included. And it has a sunroof. There you go. So this is the one that I would like to buy. This is where I put my money where my mouth is. Can the Audi Club, can we do a story that would pay 999 euros for the story?
I run a festival.
All right, so there you go. Your choice of original yet, well, RS2, but potentially super nice S2, or the exact same platform, exact same body shape for only 999 euros, price of admission. We could probably bargain that down to $999. That is my own personal choice for all of this. And on that note, I'm stop sharing and I'll shut up and look at my whatever color this is. Audi AT Avant.
Yeah, I dig it.
That is the mintiest color.
It is the mintiest color.
It is. I like it.
It is a very minty color.
Okay, is it my turn?
Yes.
Hey, can I jump in quick with something?
Yes.
This is not my entry. This is just a response to Jamie. If he wants to buy a car.
A beautiful car in mint condition?
Yeah. Would I show you anything but? And it's Quattro.
All right. I might have looked at this one. There's one the same color
Look at
that's
this
been hit.
Look at this interior, though. It's very clean. And it's all-wheel drive, which means you could, like, drop a Rabbit 5-cylinder into that, throw a turbo on it.
7K?
I dislike those, I like the earlier turn signal-less bumpers, like the pre-facelift.
Picky. All right. That wasn't my entry, so we won't spend any time on it.
Okay, so as people know, hopefully know me, I love wagons, and so does Will. Will's the self-proclaimed wagon enthusiast, and he did not show a wagon this time. So behold my third choice, which I think,
No.
oh, not this one. This, okay, so Jamie, your last one, the one that you personally want, was 999 euros, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it was an Avant, and it was
an,
presumably running.
Driving with full inspection, a year's new inspection. That is good value anywhere in the world.
Okay, so I got this one here, which is exactly a third. That's exactly a third of your value on your Avant, and it's this.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wow.
333 euro.
That's drivable.
It is. Well, it doesn't say if it's drivable or not.
It's
But look at it.
isn't
It's
it?
got,
You know what though? It
it's
does
got
say
1,300
it's a mess.
horsepower.
It's a messy Farzagug.
Oh, yeah, what does that translate to, please?
Shitbox.
But look at it. It's got 1,300 horses under it. This was the lead photo of this car.
You have my
Just
attention.
think of the scene points that you can get with this.
That's
Okay.
spectacular.
It is spectacularly awful.
So I assume it does not run, considering it has a air-cooled.
I think it
Who knows?
ran when parked.
Look at that. Just think.
Ooh.
I mean, no existing A pillar or B pillar
pillar-
or
the
C
A
pillar.
pillar,
or
They just
anything.
welded in an old suspension piece. For this.
Pillarless door. Like
I'm not going to give any background to this publicly or anything, but that looks like an RS5, that A-pillar.
Really? All right, let me go back to this first one.
Will didn't get it, so we're just moving on.
Okay.
Keep going.
Apparently.
Okay, got it.
Who's
Got it.
Eddie?
It's
No,
Eddie. He's number 2 though. He's not number 1.
Keep going.
Mesa Farzug means fair vehicle.
Air vehicle. But look at this.
Mesa is like trade show or meeting. Or,
I think it means like county fair. Not
Yeah.
fair as in it's a fair trade, but fair as in yes, it's a show car.
But
yeah, I think
look-
show car is a meeting vehicle.
Yes.
I think they got rid of the B pillars so they could do suicide doors. Is that?
And the C pillar.
See the hinge? Yeah. That's,
See the hinge there? Yes. But I mean, look at that. It's got the roof.
Is that what that is?
Yes, it's a canvas roof.
What is it?
Rebar.
Well, I mean, you got to support it somehow, right?
Right.
Just think of all the scene points you get with this car. First of all, you have the plastic.
Josh says he hates you. I don't know if that means you won or you lost.
He loves me. He absolutely loves me. But this, look at it. All the Euro plates on it. You have so many Euro plates on this car. It's slammed. It's cambered. It's rusty.
Is that an Alfa Romeo front wheel?
Yes, it is.
I think it is.
Oh my God, it is.
And that's a BMW headlight on the passenger side.
That's a Z3 light.
Bill, I like this car.
Look at that.
I hate to say it, all of my entries were too normal, to whatever. This if this came up as a find of the day, I would read this, I would click that. I would click your clickbait.
That is the baitiest of clickbaits, Bill.
So that was my last and final
Oh,
one.
wait, can you go back to a front picture? I was so enthralled I didn't take a screen grab.
Oh,
I think that's
Let's go to the one in the car. I don't need Chitara in this shot.
wait. I want. Let's get the one with the. There you go. With the alpha wheel, you said it was a Z3 headlight. Will?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't think it is. I think they're both B6 headlights.
No, but there's different ones. Does it have 3 headlights?
I think it's just at a different angle. Because if you go back to the other shot, it lines up with the fender correctly.
Oh
It
yeah.
could. It could. Yeah, I was thrown the Z3 light based off my car is it's a driving light. Well, later one's projector, other one's halogen, and then the turn signal, obviously. But yeah.
It's got stickers galore. It's got Euro plates. It's a fire extinguisher. I'm not sure. But no pillars. Come on, suicide doors. There you go. And the color. This is the color of the Golf Sport Wagon.
Yeah.
Yours, Will. Right?
It's a Gumpert Apollo color,
Gumpert
actually.
blue.
Exactly.
Gumpert Apollo.
Okay.
You know what's funny?
So
I think that car deserves. If you said the word Gumpert, okay, and you didn't know it was a car, this kind of car would actually come into my head before a sports car. If you said I drive a Gumpert, it would look like that.
So thank you.
That was good, Bill.
Thank you.
That was.
So last, but I don't know if it's least or not. All this Gumpert talk.
All right, how many cars are we going to see now?
Got me
George?
thinking this is the last one. You're getting one only. You
At
ready?
least 5.
Listed in the United States.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Gumpert Apollo. By the way, Roland Gumpert was one of the founding guys behind Quattro, so one of the development guys at Audi. The Apollo was actually developed to kind of look like the Avis by Roland Meyer at MTM. Bet you didn't know that. He kind of started it. Gumpert got involved. All I know is I was doing an interview once with Roland, and he was kind of on the outs. It was after it was all gone. But what I don't get are the graphics on this thing.
Octopus?
Like it's like the head of an octopus, but not an. It's not really an octopus. It's just the arms. So it's like the butt of the octopus in the head of the person. I don't know. But then I mean, there's just so many great photos to this thing, and there's a little better look at the octopus head.
Sure.
And then the interior, which my personal favorite part of most Comforts is the the jean jacket embroidery of the griffin on the seats, which is, you know how like Germans have like the most amazing aesthetics in cars, and yet when you look at like their fashion, particularly in the 80s, it's probably some of the most tragic of the 80s there was. That to me is the Gumpert, right? Like it's this amazingly fast car, and yet aesthetically a little challenged. But like
it's tragic.
You've got more octopi on the side.
George, I want to pull the tape on that. Can we check the plate?
Yeah, it was. So it's this is where it could be a technical foul. It was out of the country, and so I contacted the dealer today to ask if they could see the spiker next to it. I asked if it was available in the United States and if it could be registered in the United States, and they said, quote, "It's no longer available," which I don't know. That doesn't say sold.
So the Ferrari across from it, in like one picture up, also has a European license plate.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's in the U.S., but it's on an American dealer's website.
Also, these photos are like
museum on it.
So these Right. Yeah. It looks like it's at Essen or something. And the photos are taken with like, I'm
Game
assuming
Boy
the latest Android phone.
Remember the old Sonys that it would save it like on the floppy disk, and then you would pull the floppy disk out of the camera?
Memory
pretty
stick,
sure
George.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. No, this is pre-memory stick.
Fisher Price, my first camera.
Yeah.
But the octopus is just so. I don't understand it.
This is a wormhole. This is not good.
So this one didn't win Nürburgring. Or was that a record on Nürburgring? But
Not with 100 miles on it.
no, but it's also got how many octopi on it? And is that like a face up here on the?
It's a geisha.
Yes, but like
Geisha.
really sad.
Yeah.
She looks not pleased. So I don't get the graphics, but I mean, if you got the money.
Sure.
So that's my
What is this new auto toy store? Could you just click up on that logo at the top? Yeah,
inventory's
right there.
pretty amazing.
inventory or the store
No.
itself.
The store itself. Go there. Let's just go there and take a look at their first image. That one right there. What is that? There is a lot going on there.
Is that an Excalibur?
And I don't know if you can find it quickly, but they have and I'm taking us way down the rabbit hole. There's a 2016 Maybach S600. You may have to go into inventory to find it.
Inventory?
Inventory?
Ooh. Yeah, I like the NSX.
Yeah.
Oh, this DB9 is
DB9.
terrible.
That DB9 is terrible.
All right, so it looks like it's alphabetical. So you can just, scroll on down to
This was, for those who are wondering, that's the terrible.
Oh.
They have an Ultima GTR and a Mosler.
We're not
Wow.
even through the Astons yet. Well, there you go.
Oh my
Yep.
God.
Yep. Oh, yes. Why is that not an entry? This whole thing is an entry. Oh, they're going to find this video and I'm going to have a hit out on my head.
They have a Delahaye for sale.
Oh,
Roll through the B
they're-
cards.
they have so many.
Am I
Come
looking
on.
for
You know what, though? It's South Florida. That's
Hey.
really all you need to know.
Yeah,
what
exactly.
brand do you want to see? After Hours.
After
Custom.
Hours. Wait. Okay. This is a family site. Come on.
Oh.
Donovan Spring.
Is it someone's asking?
right.
Where's the place in Fort Lauderdale? I'd like you to go to Oh wait, it's Mercedes-Benz. Is the?
I don't know.
It's Pompano
We
Beach,
probably had
man.
to wrap this up.
Yeah. This is a slippery slope. I am going to share a screen very quickly just so I can show you this Maybach. There you go.
Oh yeah.
This is. I'm a cyclist. I enjoy car crossovers, but this is no. All right, let's get that off the screen.
All right, hold on. So I don't want to throw votes to somebody else, but I did get an email while I was on the or somebody
From
sent
the
me.
auto toy store saying cease and
Nah,
desist.
yeah, I might have. Yes, no, but I got a video of one of the entries, and I feel like I would not be doing my due diligence if I didn't share the video.
Speaker warning?
Are you getting sound?
No,
No.
Really?
that's fine.
Hold on.
There we go. Nope.
So that's that.
Okay. That auto store before, Ryan Compton is saying he grew up going to that store. Like he visited it like it was Disney World, like it was a local attraction, like Chuck E. Cheese is what I'm imagining. Wow. So how do we vote?
Let's
win.
let me share the I will share a quick gallery of all the players. Choose your winner. Oh damn it, they didn't all open up. All right, so for whatever reason, Jamie's body shell doesn't want to open up in the main gallery. So just pretend you saw the body shell and vote for it if you wish.
That was my strongest entry.
All right, one more share.
feel like between that and Bill's fair vehicle, I think you could build one complete car.
So you gonna keep score?
Who, me?
Yeah, keep the votes. So does anybody vote S6 or is that an S4?
Wait, this is the first round, right?
Yeah.
You can't vote
No,
for yourself.
Just vote for whatever you want. I don't give a crap. It's open class. You want to vote for yourself? Go ahead. Anybody? S4?
I vote for it because I actually want to buy it.
You got one vote.
Tremendous value.
So we got 2 votes for
Got
S4.
2 votes for S4.
S4 could win this.
How many times can I vote?
No, once. You can
Oh.
vote once.
Shit. All right.
Do you want to vote for S4 or no?
No.
All right, then one vote for the S4. All right. Bill, you got that?
I got it.
Aviator TT. Anybody? No. Coupe S1. Anybody?
I'm
Yes.
tempted,
That's not S1.
but
Okay.
I'm going to say yes.
You're going to vote for the coupe?
Yes.
All right.
I love the color and I love the interior. And it's just, how many of these do you see?
I'll go for the Coupe 2 based on practicality and price.
Man, but clustering 2 votes, he probably just won.
Who's your winner?
Yeah. We probably don't need to go any further. All right. We'll just out of curiosity, we'll see who gets the other votes. But Will, it's you and me. You tell me if any of these do it for you. Does the
Nope.
basic chassis do it for you?
No, sir.
Okay. This? No.
No.
Bike? No.
Very cool, but no. This I would actually buy, but for the purpose of this experiment, no. No. Nah.
I'd say yes.
No, not quite. Very, very cool, Johnny.
I
But
agree.
also no.
I agree.
Yes.
I'm gonna go yes. So we're gonna have to have a tiebreaker because didn't the 2 of you go for the Coupe S? All right.
Yes.
Jamie and Bill went Coupe S, and Will and I went with this. So
this is better than the Coupe S.
So are you changing your vote?
I agree.
I thought we were doing rounds, but no. If we're doing everything, then
Everything.
Okay.
You want me to go through it? You want to go back and choose? I can
no.
remind you.
This is better than the Coupe S. I love the Coupe S.
We'll show you the rest in case anybody wants to change their vote. But
I
otherwise,
thought I did. Okay, no, this one I gotta change my vote. This is
you're going for this.
I like that car a lot.
Yeah, I kind of do too.
Yeah, Ryan Compton in the comments is saying, we're meant to vote in each round or whatever, which is what I was thinking. But
We should have voted in each round, but all right. So why don't we do a tiebreaker between this and this? Does that make sense?
okay.
And bearing in mind, 60,000 euros for this.
23.
23. That.
All right. First vote. The unlimited class hero. Who votes for it? Really? We're gonna go unanimous?
This is for find of the day, not what is
This
the
is find
better
of the-
purchase.
This is find of the week right here.
Yeah, totally.
So the unlimited coupe or the wagon?
Vote yes.
Yeah,
Or wagon? I'm going wagon.
wagon.
Jamie,
Are we-
you win this
Are
round.
we unanimous?
I think we are.
Well, if that's my choice, personally, I'd still rather go look at that S4 in the south side. Kind of want to buy it.
Well,
Because it doesn't require importing and it's a third of the price. But if my choice is between the race car and this, yeah, the wagon, hands down. That thing's awesome.
I
Ryan
live in,
Ryan
live in
Compton
DC.
says we're a disaster.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's
Ryan,
a boy.
we have no idea what we're doing. We're just having fun. Okay, if you're all voting for the wagon, I'm going to vote for the race car, even though I'm voting against myself. But I think practical and for future, this is the better. The wagon's the better one.
Better investment.
yeah. I mean, this would have been my top pick out of pretty much all of them up there, if I could afford it.
Ryan says so much for keeping it hidden. I agree. Thanks for outing it.
Hey, I apparently I have good taste. If I caught up with what you guys had hidden away.
By the way, if anybody's interested, I also know of a matching, like literally exact same color, exact same wheels, coupe S2.
Ooh, yes.
They have
that
a
one.
Euro R32 in the background there too.
Yes, they do. Is it 4 doors? Can't tell.
Nah, can't tell either.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway,
Nice pick, Jamie. You have won this week's round.
Really?
Find of the day.
Wait. Wow.
Yes.
Without the body shell, I thought was strong. Okay. So if anyone wants me to import that S2, my brokerage fee is 999 euros, so that I can go and buy the same car but a little more basic.
bring both of them in at the same time.
Exactly. I will take them up. We can go and visit. I say I can't get into Germany right now, but we can have them trailered past Neckarsulm, and we'll take them up to the port where the Audis are exported, and they can hang out with Will's built to spec, painted to order, whatever.
Somebody should totally buy this and import it with Jamie, and if they don't, at some point we will.
You know, while you're over there, you may as well buy the shell. I mean, come on.
For $250, why not?
You might fit it to the roof rack on the wagon.
I mean, basically, that shell in the grand scheme of this game, that's like the candy bar that's in the checkout line at the grocery store. You're like, screw it, may as well in here.
That is what I was going for. Bang for buck or sheer amount of metal weight for dollar. That's up there.
I wonder if that's lighter than the Ducati.
I have, as someone who's bought a body in white, no. We tried to pick it up with 4 people and it sucked. And then to import it, it has to go in the back and then container, and it takes up a lot of space, and it's an expensive, crappy proposition. But if you want to build a race car, that's a good way to go. George, would you really buy that S2? Are you just you've been 3 weeks of humming and hawing?
No, I've known of that car for about 2 or 3. Actually, I knew of that car in December. I've been hiding it and keeping it to myself because it doesn't turn up if you just search S2 on that site. For whatever reason, it doesn't just pop up. I forget what obscure search I was doing to find it. Clearly, you were doing that too. Boy, it's really tempting, man. At the moment, I don't have the garage space, and that's the. Could I keep it there
Sure.
At the Casa de Euro?
Is Deanne watching this?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's been for sale for 5 months, it was that price pre-COVID.
Yeah.
I'm saying market adjustment. Right. I mean,
Very tempting.
Well, if you are going to do it, if you are going to do any of that stuff in Germany while you're there, I'm going to share a screen here. Can you just...
Yeah, that's Josh Pashhouse reminded me of something very important. I have an old German that I need to attend to at the moment, and that's in the opposite direction of Germany.
Yes, it is.
It's not as far, but
1938.
Will offered he wants to come help because he loves Ohio so much.
Oh, wait! Seriously, I'm going to Ohio to drop off a race a car next week. So if we want to do this next week and bring back your car and
where are you going in Ohio?
Akron, with a trailer coming back empty.
Done your showing again.
Where's Akron?
Yeah, no.
Well, this is a conversation for later, but well done, Josh. Thank you. George, like many car enthusiasts, has cars tucked away around, not getting worked on. So when we're talking about buying this S2, the reality check.
We've gone down a rabbit hole that's already super boring and sending off viewers anyway, but it did get some new old stock Recaro seat bases for that thing, so.
Oh, it's practically building itself.
No. All right.
Okay.
Johnny, what did you want to show us before we wrap this? Is there something you were going to show?
Don't worry about it. It was just an afterthought.
It was a 1938 Wanderer. That was kind of
that was the one that you showed me earlier. Was that the one that you showed me earlier, John?
No. I showed you a 1914 Wanderer. That was a motorcycle. This is a 1938. Technically, it's a moped. It's got pedals. I figured it'd be right up George's alley.
Works.
But I figured, if you're going over there to pick up that S2, you can just throw this in the trunk.
On a bike rack.
That's how all of this works.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, this has been an amazing experience. We've gone from 29 whole viewers to 12 whole viewers, which is not a lot of viewers, but it's our first time, and
we're only 50 minutes over.
Thanks for sticking with it. We only went twice as long as we expected to go.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for hopping on and talking to us about your finds today. And congratulations again to Jamie for winning that round. So you are a first champion. I will send you what do I have on my desk? A special K bar. Okay. And
this is my prize, right?
That's your prize, yes.
Also bragging rights.
Oh, okay. I thank you. I would like to thank the internet, and I'd like to apologize for being so indecisive that I brought 14 cars to a 3-car game. Sorry.
All right, so I'm gonna shut down this live stream. So see y'all later. If you're still
Bye,
on
guys.
Facebook.
Thanks a lot for hanging out.
Guys.
I think the live stream is over.
Okay, are we live streaming out?
Will didn't waste any time leaving.
No. Need to tell you.
Oh.
All right, well, that was cool.
Yeah, that went well.
Sorry for being so disorganized, but it
No, that was fun.
please. That was perfect. I mean, all right. Well, you're gonna download this and record it, or
Oh yeah, I gotta stop the recording.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.